Good morning, Ammirata. I'm coming to you live from the hill country of Austin, Texas. It is beautiful here. If you can see a little bit behind me, there's just absolutely beautiful trees and hills and rocks and valleys. It's just a nice place. I'm at the end of my 7-day personal development trip here in Austin, and I just wanted to just talk to you a little bit and just tell you some of the things I went through. When I came up here, of course, I'm coming to better myself and to do better and to make sure there aren't any hindrances in my life keeping me from achieving my goals, my hopes, my dreams, things that I know need to happen in my life. And I also want to be a good example. I want all women to feel a liberation from maybe things that have tied us down and kept us from achieving. Sometimes, life happens and we get caught up in just surviving and going through our day-to-day routine that we sort of lose ourselves. And maybe that's not you, but it certainly has been me. I love my husband. I love my children. Sometimes I just need to have a win for myself. So that is why I came here. So at the end of these 7 days, what have I learned? Well, one is that there's another 59 people up here on the same journey that I am. I've connected with people on levels that I haven't done in a long time. It's really wonderful to be part of a team. But when you can be part of a big team and they're all moving in the same direction, in unity and in one accord, it's a really powerful thing. I was challenged physically, mentally, emotionally, and it has been a significant impact on my life. And going forward, I have a new network of people, along with the network I'm building out here, which I do love. And I hope to be able to overcome things in my life and not let them hold me back. And what you say, well, what are those things, Melanie? Well, self-doubt, being critical of myself. Sometimes, good morning, Diane. Sometimes, have you ever said this phrase, well, it's just too good to be true? And I've said that a lot. Not only have I said it, I've thought it, I've believed it. And so when wonderful things would happen to me in my life, I would wonder, how long is this going to last? And that's a toxic attitude. I don't need to think like that, and I don't want you to either. I mean, there are good things available to us, wonderful things in life. And when they do happen, we need to enjoy every moment of it. Enjoy it and relish that time. Because life is a journey. There are trials and there are struggles. But this week also, I noticed something else. When I was preparing to come here, of course, I wanted to come here to better myself and make sure that if there's anything I need to overcome, and there are things, that I could address them in a safe place. But right before I was leaving, I'd say a few days before we got on the plane to come to Austin, I just had this sense that, Melanie, you need to be here for other people. That there are people who need others in their lives. And that if I focus on others and helping them to achieve and to fight whatever it is that they're dealing with, that I'll get what I need. So I came here with a different attitude than what I had originally thought or intended. So I noticed that when I got here, I really tried to let other people go first, or if there was something they needed to share, and just to listen. And it made a big difference. And that was just the beginning. I was patient. I was in many groups, and I was around many different people. And you know what I found? There's a lot of hurting people in this world. there are people that are dealing with things that I don't know how. I don't know how they've achieved, and I want to know. And I realized something in myself. There were some activities that were very, very challenging, very physically challenging, and I'm in pretty good shape. It was very hard for me. It was physical and it was mental. It was a lot of mental challenge, and I watched people overcome. I watched them struggle. I watched them have little failures. And I noticed that when they were struggling, how I felt. Hey, Brenda. I noticed how it really impacted me. But I also noticed this. I also noticed how I felt when they succeeded. And we had some inspiring successes here that I was a part of. And quite frankly, I believe their successes were more powerful than mine, and it sort of became part of my successes. So I really do care about people, and that's one thing I noticed, that I am a cheerleader, and I want everybody to succeed, and I want everybody to have what's good, but not everybody's going to. So I'm going to say this to you. You have to make a choice. I have to make a choice. We've got to decide what kind of life we're going to have. What are we going to choose? Are we going to choose a life that is free and one of faith and belief? Or are we going to choose a life of fear and doubt and really just stuck? I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I hope that you will join me on this journey of becoming women that we can admire, because that's what I want. That's why I started this group. I am becoming the woman that I can admire, and I want that for each of you. And I love y'all, and I do care about y'all. I'm going to be going through the airport today in a few hours. If I can, I may even do some video from, we'll be in Austin, Texas airport. It's kind of interesting. All the airports are different and things you have to go through. But I just want to say good morning, happy Saturday morning. Enjoy a wonderful day and do something for yourself. Let go of something. If there's something that you've had a fear about, I want you to address it. I want you to find ways that you can address it. If you've got to write it down, and I want you to find a way that you can be the woman that you can admire. I love y'all, Ammirata, and y'all have a great Saturday.